A short review here on this new shoe of Altra that I was really looking forward to, the Altra Solstice or Solstice, not sure how to pronounce that. Now, the reason why I was so much looking forward to the shoe is because my good old love, the Altra 1 2.5, was discontinued. They have a new version of it, but it's a complete rebuild, and it's in no way similar anymore to the good Altra 1 2.5. What I loved about this shoe was it was super light, it was super cushioning, it had a nice big toe box, which Altra is known for, but this one was even wider. It really allowed me to move my toes nicely, and it was super light and fast. So I have ran in this shoe I think 1,200 kilometers. That would be, what is that, about 800 miles or something like that. And I have experienced the shoe as super durable, although there's hardly any rubber on the outer sole, but just the foam. It really held up very well. But now it's getting, the life of the shoe is coming to an end after 1,200 kilometers. That is to be expected. So I was looking for another shoe, a shoe that is very similar to this from Altra. I tried a couple of other brands, but I always got back to Altra just because of the zero drop and the nice wide toe box. And I couldn't go with the next model of the 1 2.5 because it was so different, heavier, not as comfortable. So I was looking around, and the only shoe that from Altra that got into kind of the sphere of the good old Altra 1 2.5 was Escalante. Now I have very good experiences with the shoe. The first time I ran it in it was actually a back-to-back a marathon, Boston Marathon. So I bought it down there in Boston at a nice running store, and the next day I put them on and ran a back-to-back marathon. Without any blisters, no issues, no problem, nice cushioning, very similar to the 1 2.5 with regard to the experience of cushioning. I would even say that the cushioning is a little better here, a little softer. However, I seem to fatigue after 60-70 kilometers a little faster than with the Altra 1 2.5. Anyways, a great shoe. However, the only dislike I really would like to bring to the floor is that it is heavier. It's probably because we have this rubber material here at the sole. We didn't have that here with the Altra 1. It is more heavy, and I just don't like that. I just want a continuation of this good old Altra 1 2.5. So since I was not that satisfied with this shoe, it was definitely not an improvement over the 2.5. There's nothing wrong with this shoe, but it wasn't an improvement over the lighter and less fatiguing Altra 2.5. I was really happy to see that Altra came up here with the Solstice or Solstice. It is lighter. It is weight-wise almost identical to the Altra 2.5. It has a similar shape, and I thought this is it. But I'm highly disappointed. The material, the foam that they use is so hard. I cannot even press it in well. So while here you see how I can press this nicely in. I can't do any of this here. Now I haven't broken the shoe in, obviously. You see the tread is still very visible here. But there's no way that I can even imagine that this foam is going to break in. And if I'm looking at all the other Altra shoes, here the Paradigm or here the Superior, from the very day on, the Escalante, from the very day on, they were just soft. And they got even softer after a couple of of miles running in them. But this one, I don't know. If they, Altra, in case you're listening, so Altra, if you could offer this shoe, the Solstice, or Solstice, if you could offer this shoe, exactly the same form factor, everything the same, but with this outer sole, or with this foam and outer sole, the one of the Altra One, I'm going to buy this. I'm going to buy a couple of those. But this shoe, as it's now, just because of this rubber and this outer sole material, it's just not worth it. It's not getting me anywhere. It's so hard. It's not an Altra. I'm used to those soft, nicely cushioned, white toe box zero drop Altra shoes. While this has zero drop and while it has the white toe box, this foam, this outer material, this sole, is just ruining the entire experience. So I can definitely not advise you to buy this shoe if you want something that resembles the typical running experience that we would have with an Altra shoe like the old one 2.5 or the Escalante or even the Paradigm or the Superior, and I have a couple of other Altra shoes which all resemble that same experience. This one they should have never produced. I hope the next version of this one, which is just $90 or $100, it's not very expensive. This one with this outer sole, it's a buy. It's probably, I would say, the best shoe that Altra has ever produced for road running. If it would be this shoe, the Solstice, with this outer, with this sole material, with that foam, even if they would have combined it with the foam here of the Escalante, this would have been a real deal maker. So this is my review here of the new Altra Solstice, and I'm disappointed. I'm really disappointed. It's not a shoe that I would ever suggest to buy. The new version, hopefully, has this sole, this material, and then this is the best shoe Altra has ever produced for road running, in my opinion. Okay, see you. All the best.